a big winner tonight.
He is undefeated in the squared circle.
No one beats us to the punch.
News fans, I am backstage here in Norfolk, Virginia with a big winner, Britain Hart. An amazing performance. We have to talk about that.
Yes, absolutely. I'm glad you guys think it was amazing. It was a little weird. You guys get to hear the backstory drama. You know, there was actually an accident because we're in an ice hockey rink. So there was an accident with a fight that got scratched right before mine. So we were in the locker room. We haven't warmed up yet. They came in and said, oh my gosh, this fight is canceled. You guys are in the holding. We were like, what? What's going on? We didn't warm up. But, you know, I kind of have this philosophy. It kind of bit me in the ass. But I'm like born ready. I don't need to warm up. Let's go. So going in that ring, I was a little bit more cold. I wish I was a little bit more warmed up. You saw in the later rounds, it kind of started getting better. But it was a weird fight. I'm not going to lie. But I feel like I proved a lot of great things. I proved that I'm not panicky and going to jump in and wild. I fought my fight. I was composed, and I really tried to pick my shots. Really wanted to put this girl to sleep. I was really determined to do that. And, hey, we got one drop, so we got a 10-8 round, and that was a big victory in my book.
What do you think were the keys to the victory? I almost feel like she never really even engaged with you, so it was sort of like it wasn't really a fight. I mean, she never really got in there, so to speak.
Yeah, it was weird because, you know, as a fighter, we want to shut everything off. You did hear a little bit of the crowd play into it, and it's like, oh man, are they booing me, her, or us? But every time I inched toward her, she would move away, and I'm like, being a southpaw, if you cut the ring off, you're going into the power hand. So it was just an adjustment period with, you know, the game plan was, oh, this girl's going to come in wild and blitz you. She's the shorter fighter. So her game plan should have been to come in on me. So I was it took a couple rounds to adjust to the constantly running away as a shorter fighter. So I wish I would have closed the distance, probably with the better warm-up would have been more improved. But hey, now we know I can always go back and be better, and that's what we want to do every day is get better. So I'm not stopping with that whole philosophy, and we'll, you know, hopefully we have a more game opponent that wants to kind of engage.
The stare down was still kind of intense in the ring. You guys never really broke eye contact. What was it like for you in there this time with her the second time?
Yeah, that was another really odd part of the fight because at the end of the fight, we would like just stare. We would have that eye contact, and then she would like wink and smile, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you're not here to take my belt. This is my house. You're the challenger, which is what I said in my post-victory speech. You, as a champ, you have to come and take my belt. I'm not gonna give it to you. Even this is bare knuckle. You guys know I made history tonight being the 10th fight, the first female to ever reach that. So for me, you know, I already have respect and that resume behind my name. You got to come and bring the fight to me because so many times I've brought the fight to them, and I'm ready for someone to bring it to me.
You know, we watched you grow so much in this sport, and everybody is your fan here. It was so great to see you win at home. Has it sunk into you, though? Is it surreal? You have made history. You have come home in Virginia. How does that feel?
You know, I think at the end of the day, our biggest critics come from ourselves, and the enemy is kind of within inside. So I'm still waiting for that feeling, that moment to be like, that unreal feeling that you're speaking of. And I don't feel like I've quite had it yet because I was disappointed in my performance. I know a win is a win, but you know, we're always looking to be better. And I'm still waiting for that just aha moment. I figured out everything in the world. And sometimes we don't ever really get to that moment. So, you know, hey, it keeps us going. We're not unfamiliar yet.
How excited were you to bring the fight home to Norfolk? I mean, those people were screaming your name. What did it feel like in there to hear all the crowd?
Yeah, it felt amazing. The weigh-ins was the best part, honestly. The weigh-ins was the moment for me, hearing the name and seeing it then and being able to take the picture. But today, as you guys see from my walkout, from some of the build up to today. I wasn't trying to play games today. I was trying to be serious and focused. I really wanted that killer instinct. Like I said, I was really looking for that knockout, that clean knockout. Maybe I was looking too hard for it, but either way, Virginia, we kept it here. Virginia, we made history. Virginia, and at the end of the day, numbers is what counts. When we look back on this, we're gonna see that we kept it in Virginia, and that's really what matters the most.
You sure did make history tonight, and we got to find out, anybody on your radar next?
You know, honestly, I just feel like I don't get paid enough to deal with the drama in the United States. So, you know, and to deal with these rematches, I feel like for me, right now, the dream's got to be bigger. The dream isn't here anymore, and the dream needs to be more worldwide if they want to see that spark from me. So I'm talking Bkfc London, Bkfc Thailand, I don't care, but this feeling's got to be bigger than what it is now.
I think wherever we'll go, we're going to be able to see the best of Britain Hart. Congratulations. Are there any friends, family, or sponsors you'd like to thank before we go?
I would actually like to thank my team from Danville, Virginia. They were in my corner tonight, and, you know, I had my family from Florida. I have my family from, you know, all over come out to support me, my best friends. I have some people that didn't come to the fight, and they know who they are, you know, that just make a really big difference. And I say everything, you know, when I go in the ring, I really just want to be a reflection of the love, the support that everybody gives me, and I just wish I could give it all back to you guys.
Britain Hart, such an inspiration to so many people. Can't wait to see you back in the squared circle overseas this time. You hear that, Feldman? She wants to fight in either London or Thailand or maybe one of the other new countries he's opening up. All right, for Bare Knuckle News, this is Susan Singori, and this is the one and only
Britain Hart.
And remember, and I mean remember, no one beats us to the punch.